Okay, so with this, so Mario Kart, there are different controllers we'll be able to use. If you have a controller that you prefer, feel free to bring that. I'm going to turn one of these off. I don't really feel like it's necessary. Boom. Check this out. Watch this, everybody. I feel like I can do that since nobody's watching. Except we'll be posting on YouTube and I don't want to edit it. So we've got basically we have 4 people bringing their consoles, maybe 5 if we can find another TV. If you have a TV or a computer monitor, let me know and then we can have 5 setups, but otherwise we're just gonna have 4, which is going to be more than enough anyways. Ultimately, it's just going to depend on like what people have, like controllers they bring. I've got a few controllers, but if you have your own controller that you would like to use, you're welcome to bring it. If you want to, bring it for other people to use too, then that'd be great. If it's just for you, that's fine too. It doesn't have to be a bring your own controller event, but if you want to bring your own controller, you can. You're welcome to. So I'm going to be using this Wii U Pro Controller. This is not going to be available to other people because I need to make sure that it's available for me. But all of the units will have, of course, one of these. Obviously, only one person can use that. So if more than one person wants to use it, we'll just have to do paper, rock, scissors, or something. But I don't see a reason why we should let someone not use it if they would like to. We've also got Wii remotes. I'm guessing that all of the consoles will have this, so if you're fine using Wii remotes, then you don't really need to worry about bringing a controller. If you want to use something else, it sort of depends on what we've got available. So we've also got Wii remote with nunchuck, or there's also the classic controllers too that you can use. So whatever you want to do. If we have it, you can use it. If we don't, if you bring your own, you can use it. It really doesn't matter. Eric, which controller would you like to use?
I'm gonna go with the Wii controller with nunchuck.
All right. There you go. Okay. So we're just going to go straight into multiplayer. All the settings will be the same regardless of what console you're on, obviously. So we're going to do versus race for this tournament. Whatever characters are unlocked are completely fine. So we're not guaranteeing that all of the characters will be unlocked on all systems. Obviously on mine that they all are, you can see. And then there's the DLC characters down here. These ones haven't been released yet. These ones have. So if the DLC characters are there, you can use them. If they're not, you can't. You can use a Mii amiibo if you want. It doesn't really matter. So now one thing is obviously you can't be the same character. Like if I go and try and pick Link now. Oh! You can be the same character. Here, try and be Mario with me. Okay, I don't know if that was always possible. Was that always possible?
I've played this game like 3 times, Jeff.
Eric's played this 3 times. So if you're lucky, you'll get facing off against him in the bracket. Yeah. Let me just check this real quick. I'm going to turn off Facebook and Twitter. If anybody is watching and they want to communicate with us, please use the chat. Oh yeah, that's messed up here.
What's messed up here?
this stream. Okay, there we go. Is it working? Okay, it is. All right. So, yeah, I guess you can be the same character. I didn't know that. I feel like that wasn't used to be a possibility.
That wasn't used to be.
That wasn't used to be. Yep. Okay, so yeah, you can be any character, and apparently you can be the same character as somebody else. I'm gonna be Toad. Oh, and also, check this out. You can be the different colors too, if that's just an option. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be Shy Guy, I guess.
Alright.
Okay, so same thing here. With all the options for the bikes or carts, whatever is unlocked, you're welcome to use. If it's not unlocked, you can't use it. And that's just going to vary on console to console. Okay, high CPU usage. Okay, still working. So, hopefully, whatever you want to use is unlocked, but I would recommend having a backup plan in case what you want isn't unlocked. Oh, another thing is, everything is unlocked in the same order on every console. So even if you've unlocked it on your console, it doesn't mean that it will be unlocked on someone else's console. If it was the first thing you unlocked, it might be the last thing that someone else unlocks. Yeah. And I can't speak. My grammar's bad today. Okay, so let's make sure I got the right stuff here. So it'll be no teams, all items, 150cc class, no computers. Let's see here. Oh, that doesn't matter, I guess. Courses will be random. And then the race count is going to vary, right? It's just going to depend on how many people are there, how many consoles. Obviously, we know how many consoles we have. It just depends on how much time we have. We've got to get through 3 tournaments in a 6-hour time period. The beginning of that is going to be set up in registration. The end of that is going to be points accumulation. So really, we've only got about 4.5 hours, 5 hours to get through 3 tournaments. It's going to be tight. So, but logistically, it's going to be possible. Some things will vary. This is going to be one of those things. How many races for? You know, if we only have 12 people, we might only have 12 people. If we only have 12 people across 4 consoles, we might be able to go up to like 5 races, I don't know. But we'll just do 4 for the purposes of this. Now here's the great thing. So Eric and I are going to be playing now, just the 2 of us, obviously. In a tournament setting, you're almost always going to be against 4, it's going to be 4 people or 3 people. In a few rare circumstances, there might be 2, but that will not be very common. So in a 4 or 3 person match, the 2 people, the 2 top people will move on in the bracket, right? If it is just a 1 versus 1 like Eric and I are going to simulate now, it'll just be one of us. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay. Again, you can review everything in the rules online. Also, all stages are legal and open, so if a person has a stage unlocked, it's legal. If they don't, then they don't. It's just whatever's on the console is really how it ends up being. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, so this is a DLC track. So Eric definitely hasn't ever seen this one.
Nope.
I only raced it once, honestly. My problem is I buy stuff and I'm so excited about it, and then I only do it once. We don't have time. So Eric is Link. Now, one thing about this game, right now when we're in anti-gravity mode, for those of you who don't know Mario Kart 8 very well, in anti-gravity mode, if you touch each other, here, Eric, let's touch. Let's be friends. Okay.
I see what you did.
If you touch each other, or like a hazard like that, you get a boost. Did you see that? Touch that, you get a boost. So if we were to hit each other, we would both get a boost. Oh, Eric, come on. Oh, where are you? How'd you get up there? I slowed down so you could get a boost.
No.
Okay. Anyways, you'll just have to trust me. Don't use that. Don't use that. We'll give you a boost. Okay, here we go. Ah, yeah, there we go. See, everybody?
What teamwork?
Okay, so this track is apparently entirely in anti-gravity mode. You can tell because of the wheels. So now, one thing about the coins, the more coins you have, the faster you go. So they also give you like a little boost, but it's also important to collect coins because if you like up to 10, you go faster and faster. So there's some more for me. So now I'm going to be at my max top speed because I've got 10, right? Another important thing about Mario Kart, and I know many of you I'm just preaching to the choir, but part of the stream is to explain how to play the game to those who haven't played it before. This is important because the idea of the Utah Valley Nintendo Tournament League is to provide competition for games we all know and love, but also to expose people to games that maybe they haven't played yet. So I know at our last game, or our last event we played Wii Party U, and not everybody had played that game before. I think half of the people there didn't even play it. And I was the only one that owned it. And Eric, do you remember how that tournament went for Wii Party U?
Pretty fun.
Yeah, who won?
Not you.
It wasn't me. I was the only one that owned the game and I got 4th. I think you had played it once. You got 2nd, didn't you? Or did you get 3rd?
I think I tied for 2nd.
Overall you did. Like, I think
I don't know.
for that tournament, Eric, I think you got like 2nd or 3rd. Garrett, he had never played the game before, but he got 1st in that tournament. Logan, he got 2nd or 3rd, or maybe he tied, I can't remember. So once you finish the race, you'll just go on to the next race, just like so. Oh yeah, we need to talk about starting boost on the next race. Remind me to talk about that.
Alright.
Okay, so an important part of Mario Kart series is like turning. So every controller, obviously.
Whoa!
Okay, so depending on what controller you're using, you can do a little jump and like a boost turn. You can sliding. That's what it is. Sliding. So Eric, what's your sliding button? What's your jump button?
The Z? What's the back button?
The trigger on the left,
Yeah.
on the nunchuck. So if you're using the nunchuck, jump is apparently Z. So you can see right now I'm jumping. For my controller, it's the second trigger on the right, ZR. It'll be the same way for the Wii U gamepad. I don't remember what it is if you're just using the nunchuck. Anyways, when you go around a corner, the idea is that you jump into it and then slide. And by moving left or right when you slide, it will help you slide in or slide out. And that way you can control your turns more effectively. And also you can see that if you do it well, if you push left and right, then you can get a little boost at the end. And there are items around. You can see what they do. Turtle shells attack. Mushrooms give you a boost. Now one strategy I might recommend if you own the game is to go into the time trial mode. Try that out. See if you can beat your own ghosts, and also download the top ghosts in the world, and you can see what shortcuts they take. So obviously time trial is a little different than a race. So all the same shortcuts aren't exactly the best, but they're pretty good overall.
I do have this feeling that I'm not going to do that well with this tournament.
That's okay. So another thing, if you're like Eric and you don't own the game, because you don't have a Wii U or you just don't own the game, another possibility is to go onto YouTube. You could look up the time trials that people post online and just watch that way. That will at least get you familiar with the courses. If you don't want to do that, that's okay too.
Look at me hit my head.
Yeah, so obviously there are a bunch of people from every, who are really good, who aren't good. So it doesn't matter where you fall on the spectrum. You can have a good time. All right. Now, at the beginning of every race, you can do a little boost. And that depends on when you hit the gas. So it goes with the lights. So 1, 2, hit the gas now. Oh, I was a little late. Actually,
It didn't work.
yeah. Anyways, it's in between the second and third one. Obviously, I'm not the best person to be giving a tutorial. Go watch the tutorial online. Somebody else explained it better, I'm sure, somewhere in the world. Another thing is if you get right behind someone, you can get into their slipstream, which is actually a real technique in racing. So Eric, get right behind me. See how it? Okay, so it kind of gave him a little boost there.
Sure.
Right into the grass. Here, let's try that again.
I did see the boost there, though.
Okay, yeah. See, if you follow right behind someone, you can get their boost. After a while, it'll give you a bigger boost. I missed on purpose.
So that's not a great strategy in real life driving.
Yeah, it is.
Well, in real life racing, it might.
Oh.
In real life driving, if the car in front of you turns to miss something, you won't. Generally,
You're trying to get in someone's slipstream on the freeway.
I did that on a bike once. It's not a great idea.
Be dumb. So I have a friend who's really into cycling, and he's telling me all about the Tour de France strategy. It's actually a lot more strategy to the Tour de France than I ever thought.
Which is pretty much just like Mario Kart.
It's just like Mario Kart, except in real life, and without the turtle shells, and the mushrooms, and motorized vehicles.
And you can pick whatever controller you want in the Tour.
In the Tour de France. Oh, nice job, Eric.
Yeah!
Nice job.
Yeah, look at me. Yeah!
So obviously, we're not doing our best right now because because we don't want.
We don't want to reveal our skill.
Yes, we don't want to reveal our true power.
You notice Jeff said that right after he lost. Of course we're not revealing our true
Okay,
strength.
so you can see on the screen we got points. The game keeps track of all those. That's how we're going to decide who goes on and who doesn't at the end of the match.
And this will be between 4 people, so...
I'm going to turn that off. Hopefully that will help my computer's CPU. Yeah, obviously there's no pausing. Here, can we put this over here?
Probably.
There we go. Yeah. Whoops, right then. Okay, well,
Whoops!
I was gonna explain how to do it that time, but I guess it didn't work, so. There's a way to do a boost. Also, if you jump right when you go off of a jump, you also get a boost. I don't know if you noticed that. Did you know that, Eric?
I didn't.
Right there. See how I came off that? There's another one. So if you jump right off of the boost, or not off of a boost, but right off of a jump, right there. Right there is another one. Right there is another one. So obviously you can do it a lot. So you don't want to go off the edge, or that will happen to you. Oh, so yeah, I just remembered I passed a shortcut. But I'm just not showing my true powers, so...
I forgot about a shortcut that I intentionally decided not to show.
My problem is I get so excited about the events and like planning them and stuff, I don't practice for them.
And then there's me who just can't practice for them.
So that's why at the last event, I was the only one who practiced, or who even could practice for the Mario tournament, and I didn't even do that well. Yeah. I'm gonna go pick up your coins. Ha ha ha.
Ah!
Take that.
No! I don't want to take that.
So Eric and I actually went to a Mario Kart tournament once upon a time. And I
That
remember,
was a great story, Jeff.
and I was on this level, and I didn't do that well. It was frustrating. So now whenever I play this level, I think of that.
That was the first time I've ever played this level.
Were you in that match? I don't think you were.
The first time I ever played this level was at a Mario Kart tournament.
Eric, the first time you played the game, I think, was at that Mario Kart tournament.
No, I played it with you once.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's been 4 matches, so then you can go to view results. At this point, we'll need to, keep track of who has played or like who got the first and second positions, who's moving on in the tournament, basically. Now in this situation, Eric and I are tied. So in a 1 versus 1, if both people are tied, or in a 3 or 4, if people are tied for second, then you'll do just a 1 race bonus match to like a tiebreaker. So why don't we hurry and go do that? Okay, just pick the same guy. Everything the same. Pick him the same. Yes. Good job, Eric. Oh, whoops, we don't want to do that.
32 races.
Okay, we can't do 1. So we'll just do 1 and then we'll just end after whoever wins. The only bad thing is now we don't know how many people are watching. That's okay. If people care to tell us, they'll put it in the chat.
Is anyone watching? Tell us how we're doing.
So
Do you feel confident in the tournament?
We're going to assume that everybody, well, lots and lots of people are watching, so we can feel good about ourselves. No, really, it doesn't. Really, the reason why we do this is for us, not for people. Okay, I messed up. As soon as I started trying to explain when to do the boost, that's when I can't believe it. So, Eric, do you recognize this track?
Sci-fi?
Yes.
It looks different than I was remembering.
Isn't this awesome though? This is such a cool track. There's lots of boosts. There's lots of jumps. So if you're good at like boosting off of jumps, you're gonna love this track. There's like not very many turns. If you're bad at turns, you're gonna love this one too.
Apparently I'm bad at both.
Oh.
Did I get you with one?
Yeah, you did.
Wow. Around a turn, no less.
So another thing, oh darn. Another thing is that if somebody has a twirling item around them, like the mushroom, you can steal that. Like I could have, if I had gone and hit that, I could have stolen it.
Apparently the middle area is out of bounds.
Don't go into the middle area. It's out of bounds.
I don't remember that in the old NES days.
Because you couldn't go out of bounds in that one. Fun fact. Real dirt bike racing does not go in a loop like this. In case anybody wanted to know.
Excite bike's not real.
It's not real. This is what you would call Supercross, and there are a lot more turns in Supercross. What was that? Blue shell of death. So here's a tip. Obviously the blue shell goes after whoever's in first. If you're in first and you have the horn, that's new for Mario Kart 8, you can use the horn to kill blue shells. Did you know that, Gary?
I've never been able to get it to work. I didn't know.
You probably just haven't had the horn when you've had a blue shell after you.
No, I have.
Of course, you've probably never had a blue shell after you.
I feel like... Oh. Oh, wow.
Okay, so in this example, I would be advancing in the tournament.
And I would be hitting my head
In
just
the
like
tiebreaker.
Link is.
Eric, are you out of the tournament now?
I'm out of this one.
No, you're going into the losers bracket. It's double elimination. So you're not out yet.